What if changing the world came with a cost you couldn't live with? What if your name was remembered forever, but you hated what it stood for? These 8 historical legends shaped history, but before they died, every one of them regretted what they had done. Number 1, Julius Caesar. He conquered Gaul. He brought down a republic. He ruled Rome as a god. But his final decision sealed his fate. When Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon in 49 BCE, he knew it was treason. He said, "The die is cast." But what he didn't know, his best friend, Brutus, would plunge a knife into him years later. On the Ides of March, surrounded by 60 senators, Caesar saw Brutus among them and whispered, "Et tu, Brute?" He died, regretting the ambition that gave him everything and cost him his life. Number 2, Albert Einstein. He unlocked the secrets of the universe and then watched it burn. In 1939, fearing Nazi Germany, Einstein wrote a letter urging the US to build an atomic bomb. It worked. The Manhattan Project was born. But after Hiroshima, Einstein said, "Had I known they would do this, I would have never lifted a finger." He changed the world with E=mc² and spent the rest of his life trying to put the genie back in the bottle. Number 3, Robert Oppenheimer. Einstein warned, but Oppenheimer built it. The father of the atomic bomb saw the flash of humanity's most terrifying invention. His words, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." After the bombings, he met President Truman and said, "I feel I have blood on my hands." Truman called him a crybaby. He gave the world power beyond imagination and was haunted by it until his final breath. Number 4, Napoleon Bonaparte. He was unstoppable until he wasn't. In 1812, Napoleon invaded Russia with 600,000 men. He left with fewer than 100,000, freezing, starving, slaughtered. The Russian winter was merciless. In exile on Elba, Napoleon confessed, "The most terrible of all my battles was the retreat from Moscow." His empire crumbled, his legacy shattered. Number 5, George Washington. He chose freedom for a nation, but denied it to those in chains. George Washington freed a country, but owned slaves. In private letters, he expressed guilt. Publicly, he remained silent. On his deathbed, he ordered their release, but it was too late. The man who couldn't tell a lie lived one. Number 6, Tokugawa Ieyasu. He brought peace to Japan and shut the world out. Tokugawa Ieyasu sealed Japan off from the world in the 1600s. No trade, no visitors. It kept peace for 250 years, but left Japan stuck in time. When the West returned, Japan was centuries behind. Tokugawa's legacy? Peace and missed progress. Number 7, King Leopold II. He called it civilization. History calls it genocide. King Leopold II of Belgium turned the Congo into his personal slave state. Millions died, beaten, starved, mutilated. He claimed it was for progress. The truth? Greed and cruelty. In his final years, exposed and disgraced, he said, "I only meant to bring light." But history remembers the darkness. Number 8, Themistocles of Athens. He saved Athens, then died in exile. Themistocles masterminded the Greek victory at Salamis. He was a hero, but power breeds envy. Politicians turned on him. He fled to Persia, once Athens' enemy, and died in obscurity. The man who saved democracy ended up forgotten by it. The world remembers greatness, but rarely the regret behind it. These men changed the world, but when the cheering stopped, many wished they hadn't. Power, legacy, remorse. What decision in history would you take back?